There is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. All-Star festivities at its finest. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Let's get it on in the Foot Locker three-point contest. It takes a steady hand and a keen eye and an even steadier nerve to survive this competition.
And as with all the All-Star festivities, the three-point contest is about having fun, a good time, but still.
And here we go with Freak. 5 racks, 30 is a perfect score. Remember that the last ball on each rack, the money balls were 2.
And money balls are key. Got to get in that groove early here to knock those money balls down.
Yeah, no question, Clark. You really want to dial it in on that first rack.
And over his career, just a superb long-range marksman. There's no time to waste in this competition. The clock is ticking, and it's ticking fast.
But as a shooter, you don't want to keep peeking at the clock in between shots. You almost have to keep time in your head, but really, most of these players have practiced at home before this competition, so they have a decent idea of what's ahead.
That's 13. A three-point rack for him right there. He's at 14, up to 15 now. He's got 16. Nearly perfect there. Just one miss on the rack. He's at 19. Now 20. Kept up a great pace right there. He even left some time on the clock. He's able to total 21 points in the round. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
Yeah, he was really flowing at that point after he went 5 for 5 on that second rack.
21. So it'll be Chandler Parsons here.
From the very first year,
He posts a score of 14. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, it wasn't his best.
So it's J.J. Redick ready to go.
J.J. Redick, a terrific shooter, shot over 40% from distance in his career at Duke.
He finds himself at 16 points at the end of the round. So it's Paul George ready to go. He's in a good spot getting to go last. It's no mystery how many points he needs to finish. Lopez has got the best score in the qualifying round, guys. I'll bet he's excited for the finals. So it's Kyrie Irving ready to go. He's got to improve on his score from the last round if he wants to have a shot to win it. Remember, a grand total of 25 points for the round. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
You wouldn't expect anything less out of him. I mean, this contest is perfectly suited for him.
So it'll be Isaiah Thomas. We go with Freak. He knows how many points it's going to take to be crowned the champion. Let's see if he can get it done.
A hot start is pretty essential, isn't it, Steve? I mean, it seems like we rarely see guys recover from a bad first rack or two.
I think the key is that first money ball, Clark. Even if you miss a couple early, if you can make that money ball on the first rack, get a couple points under your belt, now all of a sudden you can settle down and start firing away.
He's up to 7. You betcha.
That's 2 good racks for him back-to-back.
3 more misses and he's done. 11 on the board. Oh, and with that miss, he's out.
Unlucky here in the final round.
Yeah, just couldn't get any momentum moving forward.
Very strong, 20 points for him. And that puts an end to the Foot Locker three-point contest. It couldn't have gone any...
What's up, everybody? Freak, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just hard to believe I get to be a part of all this.
It's the end of a long weekend. Just do your best and relax and enjoy it. Maybe get the fans a little show too. You all know things get serious in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, I'll be ready. Butterfly's long gone by then.
What makes you think you'll even be playing in the fourth quarter, Freak?
Okay. Just because I wasn't on the cover of 2K like the rest of y'all doesn't mean I can't get it done when it counts.
And you can't even get it done on a virtual court. I beat you without even trying last night.
Got you there.
You got lucky. Okay, I want a rematch.
Yo, I want in on this. I could take you or James.
Well, I got plenty of time to beat all of you. Steph, you want in on this too?
I'm in. Hope you know how to defend the long ball better than you do out here.
I'll take one after you guys are done. Might as well make me the championship game.
Ha! Okay, consider it done. It's gonna be the easiest night of my life. But now it's time to start the real show. With the league's newest star at center stage. Do it to me, fellas.
It's a special day for basketball fans. The All-Star Game, best of the East against best in the Western Conference. And we are proud to bring it to you right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Lopez in at point guard. Davis is out there with Griffin. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. And here's Wall. Following the three-pointer by Freak, Irving's shot is good.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him. Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
And Lopez gets it to go.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
Now here's Wall from 10 feet out and too long on the shot.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Lopez, no luck.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
They retain possession. Lets the three fly. And it's Lopez again missing. Not a fast start here for the East All-Stars. 6-point game. James against Westbrook. The wide open look here for Lopez. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lopez has got 12 in the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Anthony on the wing. Feeds away. It's rebounded by the West.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach David Blatt. Doris?
Talking to Coach, he said that this is one of the few times he's not had to worry about defense heading into a game. Coach said, it's nice knowing that the more scoring there is, the better it is for the game. And the better it is for us, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Lopez, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. He's got 14.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Lopez against Wall. Shoots from 14, and again another basket good from Lopez.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Anthony. Paul George comes in for James. And it's Jennings in for John Wall. And West also making a switch. Rudy Gay's checked in for Davis. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Walking with legends here, guys. Look at some outstanding seasons, decades apart, averaging a triple-double in each game over the course of an entire NBA season. Oscar Robertson's 1961-62 season was something to marvel at. And now in our current era, a special player making his own mark on the NBA with the tremendous play he's been showing us all season long.
And that's still one of the most hallowed achievements in NBA history. I mean, we're talking about the Big O averaging a triple-double over the course of an entire season. I mean, to think we have another player with a shot to do that, it really speaks to the one-of-a-kind season he's having. This is the stuff of legends.
And Lopez throws it down.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Now here's Irving. 5 points in the game. Millsap a screen. Jennings. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the West All-Stars.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Nowitzki's checked in. George sets a screen for Irving. Outside, George. 1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. And they're running. And here we go. On the jam by Rudy Gay.
Oh, some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Now Irving. Millsap a screen on Harden. Outside Millsap. He used that pick to perfection. Millsap's got his first points of the game.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The West All-Stars with the ball. 16-point lead. The shot's good from Lopez.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Now here's Jennings. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. The East All-Stars shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. That's good. 25 points for Freak.
And they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Millsap a screen. Jennings passes to George. Shot from the top of the key. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. It's the a great event. East All-Stars with some changes. Vucevic checked in for Gasol. Thomas comes in for Butler. And Irving subbed in for John Wall. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Griffin. Mr. Perfect comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Curry.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy. easy in this one.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Lopez in at 2-guard. Davis is out there with Durant. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
And here is James following the three-pointer by Freak. Kicks to Irving. Shot on the wing. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Vucevic up top. He's guarded by Howard. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The East All-Stars have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. And the East with some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for James, and George is subbed in for Anthony. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Davis. Gay comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Harden in for Lillard. And Lopez throws it down.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now here's Millsap. Picked by Vucevic. Irving for 3, and that one's good. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Pass to Thomas. Picked by Vucevic. George sets a screen for Thomas. Passes it to George. Plenty of space. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Lopez, no luck. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Harden against Irving. And the rejection by Harden. Here's Lopez. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. West All-Stars shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. That free throw good from Lopez. Here is Jennings. Outside for George. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
A shot by Harden, wide open. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
They've got Pau Gasol. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then there's Irving. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Now here's Lopez. Jacks up a 3. That's good. Lopez has got 41.
These guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Wall dishes to James. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. And he hits again from deep. 3 more points from Lopez. Lopez has got 44.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And Davis sends it back.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Durant. Here's Lopez.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Now here's James. He has 5. Anthony sets the pick for James. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Again, the miss by Wall.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and you've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Now here's LeBron. And the shot is good. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
And that one's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Durant with some nice D.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Feeds to Lopez. They get the rebound. Davis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Gary. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Butler in for Kyrie Irving.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now Butler, following the three-point attempt by Freak. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
And here's Wall, following the three-pointer by Freak. Now here's Wall. The wide open look here for Lopez. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Lopez. Here's Davis. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Now here's Butler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Curry against Wall. Griffin passes to Lopez. Drills the three-pointer. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Now here's Curry. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Down low, they need this, and Lopez throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Shoots the 3, and it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Durant. 66 points for Freak.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And he gets it to go.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today.
Wall attacking. Anthony with it. He's got 6. Nice D from Griffin. We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star game coverage continues. Big group substitution here for the East. Pau Gasol is checked in for Vucevic. Millsap comes in for Joakim Noah. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Isaiah Thomas. Then for the West All-Stars, Howard's checked in for Nowitzki. Harden comes in for Lillard. And it's Lopez in for Mike Conley. And the West All-Stars have possession. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Lopez. He's in at point guard. Marc Gasol is out there with Howard. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Harden in at the 2 spot. Outside, George. They set the pick. Irving for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. 15 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Lopez, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lopez has got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the West All-Stars. Double team on Millsap. Millsap a screen on Harden. George with no one around. The shot no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's Harden. Hits the jumper in space.
And they looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Here's Lopez. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Irving misses. And here's the West with the ball. Lopez kicks to Harden. Gay outside. Back to Lopez. From downtown, count the bucket. Lopez has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5. Nasty. And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Millsap left side. The shot's good. Jennings making the play.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Gasol, a screen on Irving, and he nails the 3. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Lopez.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You can. Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Lopez with the steal. Harden outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to them, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. It would have been really easy to pack it in.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Pass to Irving. Gasol setting the pick for Irving. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. They get Marc Gasol. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. 2 shots. Both free throws good for Irving. And it's the West All-Stars ball. Lopez outside. From deep, on the money.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition.
The 2K Sports Post Freak.